viewers, that India is not dharma nirpeksh. It is panth nirpeksh. That's why the Constituent Assembly decided against including the word secular in the preamble in 1950. Indira Gandhi only introduced that word in 76. And that was for a wholly political reason, viewers. And this is a fact. This is a fact. In fact, L.M. Singhvi told Indira Gandhi that this is virtue signaling. And he advised her against. So the Hindi translation of the Constitution doesn't quite have that word, viewers. It talks about panth nirpekshta. Nonetheless, let me just open this up because it's important, and I want to bring in Mr. Bansal, very learned Congress spokesperson here on the show. And I want to ask you, sir, would India alliance members dismiss religious figures of other faiths as myths? Deities, icons, gods of other faiths as myths? It's a very simple question to you. And those who are doing so, sir, what do you make of them? What do you make of the DMK that says Ram is a myth with such alacrity? Do you think they should be saying these things?
Can I start, Rahul?
Yeah, please.
Yeah. Let me just tell you, the fact that whatever our constituents or alliance partner must have said, and subsequently, immediately, a clarification had come from Mr. Venugopal and other leaders as well. Mr. Venugopal mentioned it that we respect all religions and there is our belief in Ram and Mr. Rahul Gandhi has time and again reiterated his faith in Lord Ram and all the Hindu deities because they all subscribe to Hindu religion. So no disrespect. Definitely, whatever you see, there are contradictions in all alliances. Be it NDA alliance in UP, you may be finding there are contradictions are existing. So to say that we subscribe to his viewpoint, that's completely just, I think, blowing a thing out of proportion. Secondly, I would like to say that definitely our Prime Minister is inaugurating, good enough. And there is substantive point in the fact that people who sacrificed, who led this movement, how about Mr. Lalkrishna Advani, who faced cases all through for decades, and now he has been sidelined. They talk about Dalit president, that we have made a Dalit president. Be it inauguration of the parliament, she was nowhere to be seen, just a showcase. And now when the Ram Mandir is to be inaugurated, where is our honorable president? Don't you think that she should have been a part of it? And when we talk of inclusive politics, don't you think that opposition leaders should have been invited? It is a festive occasion for all people from all hues, all religion. This long-awaited temple is being constructed.
Okay.
So why not extend invitation to other political parties? So this in itself confirms the fact that you want to take political mileage out of it.
Okay.
And none other than that. So all these things reflect the fact that it's a preparation. Okay, people see things. People, Indian electorate is not. They have time and again proved their vision, their clarity.
Okay, but
on issues. Simply say that we are against, and you answer, or Madam Sanju Verma should answer. Why invitation has not been extended to?
Can I just point out something, Mr. Bansal?
Why our honorable president has not been?
Okay,
invited?
Mr. Bansal, one second. Mr. Bansal, 1 second. Just 1 second, Sanju Verma. Just a quick one. Mr. Bansal, let me just remind you: should the invitation be sent to the DMK, the RJD, and the SP? Now, what does the RJD believe? RJD believes that the Ramcharitmanas... Excuse me, Mr. Bansal, please, just allow me. Allow me, sir. Allow me. Should it be extended to the Congress party that doesn't have the gumption to snap ties with the DMK, that is not just once, but on several occasions, even when you were, sir, in alliance? As I said, the date, going back all the way to 2007, said that Ram doesn't exist, yet you're back in an alliance. And then you say that you regard very highly the legacy of Lord Ram. How do we believe you?
Mr. Rahul, let me just tell you that NDA, do you remember that DMK was in alliance with the NDA at a point of time?
Sir,
So,
sir, please. One second. Mr. Bansal. No, 1 second. Mr. Bansal, I asked you 3 questions. You've not answered any one of them. The first one, is the government obliged to invite people who don't recognize Lord Ram? They believe he doesn't exist. तो मंदिर में आके करेंगे क्या?
Exactly.
Number 1. एक मिनट में बात सुनिए. Second question मैंने आपसे पूछा, आपने जवाब नहीं दिया. I asked you, would with great alacrity India Alliance members dismiss the religious figures of other faiths as myths? You haven't answered that question. You said, some people have said something, there are contradictions. How many contradictions? The Samajwadi Party contradicts you, the RJD contradicts you, the DMK contradicts you. You even tied up with a party in Assam and also in Bengal. You've forgotten? That says that we want to eradicate pretty much the nuisance of this Hindutva politics. Nuisance of Hindutva politics was the word.
Rahul,
so I'm just saying, where do we start? Anyhow, 1 minute. Let's open this up.
May I quickly rebut what Mr. Bansal said?
Okay, but only 30 seconds, Sanju Verma.
Yes.
I want to bring in Dr. Ranganathan, yes, and also Dushyant Sridhar and Tausif Khan, yes.
Mr. Bansal, please. Yes, I will not take more than 30 seconds. You know, this whole narrative that why Prime Minister has not invited X, Y or Z. I will give 4 instances. You know, when the Central Vista foundation ceremony was laid down, an invite was sent to everybody, the who's who of opposition. They boycotted it en masse.
Okay, boycott one.
Very recently, when the Sengal was placed in the parliament, you know, after the fact that Nehru, relegated it to an obscure museum, the who's who of the opposition was invited. They boycotted the Sengal ceremony.
Okay.
And very recently at the G20, all the chief ministers were invited. I want to ask Mr. Bansal, did Siddaramaiah attend? I could only see Mr. Sukhu, the chief minister of Himachal Pradesh. Did Bhupesh Singh Baghel attend? No. And the 4th instance, at the Republic Day, ceremony and the Independence Day celebrations also, Mallikarjun Kharge was invited and he feigned illness and said, I cannot attend these ceremonies because मेरी तबीयत ठीक नहीं है.
Okay. So, but that still doesn't. Okay. 1 second. Yeah, once bitten, twice shy is what Sanju Verma is trying to say. But Bansal Saab, let's not speak over each other because otherwise we are not going to hear anyone. And if that is a strategy, then it's an unfortunate one. Please don't employ that. I beg you, sir, I will go down on my knees and I'll stand in front of you and I beg you not to speak over other panelists. You can respond when I ask you the question. If you miss out on that, then I can't help you. Please, you have an audience to convince. You don't have to convince Rahul Shiv Shankar. You have to convince millions of Indians who watch this show.